Hi again, everyone. On average, I drive about 300 miles a week. When I was always working, I drove back and forth to work for the past 4 years. That's been my average. Now I'm driving a lot. I'm in transition with jobs, so right now I'm on the road as much as possible whenever I have free time, and that's how I've been making my money. My main money right now while I build my business and get another job. And I went from 300 a week to 600 a week, and that's a big difference when you're always in your car and you're going everywhere. And now I know the next couple of weeks, I know I'm going to put at least 800 a week, 800 miles. I'm going to drive 800 miles a week for the next couple of weeks because I have a lot of things coming up and I have to go further places. Your car gets filthy real fast. Of course you should take care of the mechanics of the car. I'm someone who, I don't wait. I mean, of course, once in a blue moon, a few times in your lifetime, a computer chip goes bad. There's some things you can't control. Cars die on the road. It happens. But the other, I say 99% of the time, I bring my car in and I get regular oil changes and make sure the mechanic, my mother trained me good to take care of my cars. Make sure the belts are changed, the antifreeze, all the fluids, because it's the heart of the engine. All the oil, all the fluids are going through the car. That's why if you take care of it, it will last a long time. Rotate tires, all stuff like that. But when you're on the road, and you're delivering, like I did it yesterday, the past 3 Fridays I was in my car a long time. I'm telling you, I've been keeping my car clean. I went to the car wash twice in the past 2 weeks because I noticed the front wheels, the front end, the windows, I mean, they were filthy. No matter, I cleaned it. The car was sparkling, and within like 8 days, it was foggy. I just was like, wow, I was taken back how dirty my front wheels and my bumper got from being on the road as much, only 600 miles a week. So, that goes without saying. You have to keep your car clean. I feel it makes a good impression. Even though my car is an older car, I drive a 2007 Ford Focus, and it's a very pretty, well-kept car when it's clean and shiny. So, I want to wait another week before I go to the car wash. I took the time to clean my front rims on the wheels, so they're not brown. And I cleaned the whole front bumper, and I re-cleaned my windows, and then I spared 10 minutes and I wiped down the inside of the car with antibacterial wipes and whatever else I had on hand. And the car looks great, smells great, ready for tomorrow. I thought some of these tips would come in handy for you because now I'm in my car a lot, and the next 2 weeks I'm going to be in my car a lot more. I have like compartments on the side of my doors, and I make sure I have antibacterial wipes, tissues, little Ziploc bags for garbages, napkins I get along throughout the course of the day. I make sure I have some mints, lollipops, and things at hand. I make sure I have an extra thing of water in the car. Because when you're on the road, I usually leave for the day and I have a cup of coffee, I have a snack in my bag, I have a bottle of water. Things get messy real quick. And you're in and out of your car constantly. That's another thing. The inside of the rim, just like my side of the car, the driver's side of the car, I couldn't believe it. It looked like I haven't cleaned it in months. All because I was on the road the past couple of weeks the way I was. Just took me back. How dirty, how fast my car got so dirty. Just dust. And just because you drive an older car, doesn't mean it has to look like garbage. I went outside today for 45 minutes, and I wiped down all my windows and the rims, and a neighbor pulled up with their kids, And one of the guys said, "What the heck is she doing?" She was like, "I don't know," with this attitude. people don't realize, I take pride in the way I look when I'm on the road. Now I'm delivering food. I don't want to drive up in a dusty old brown car. That doesn't work for me. And when you get into the car for the day, you want to be set. Oh, and there's another thing. When you're on the road doing food delivery gigs, make sure you have a charger. I have this in my car, just like this, just in case something goes wrong with the adapter, and you never know. That my car is getting old. The plug that the adapter is in can blow out any time. The car is older. I really haven't used it until I started doing food delivery gig jobs. I wasn't someone who always had my phone plugged in. You know what? I never used that plug until I started doing these gigs. But to have an extra battery on hand with a wire, just in case, that's a really good tip. That's an excellent tip. I always have pencil and paper on me in my bag. I always have a baggie. Like I've been bringing my lunch bag, and I stuff it with stuff that I think I'm going to need for the day. Everything at my fingertips. And that always has extra napkins. I have a roll of paper towels in my car. Another thing, I have a couple of pairs of these and a pair of sunglasses. You'll be amazed how often the change of the day, how bright the sun can get when you're on the road all day long. Wet wipes, tissues, little garbage bags, extra water. Oh, I don't have AAA anymore, but I do pay within my insurance. If my car ever got stuck, I've used it. I call up, I have Progressive. I get my car towed to wherever I need it to be towed. It's all within reach help with a phone call. Make your life easier. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Don't wait until things happen. I mean, I understand things do happen. I get it. Like I have a spare tire on my car. I haven't changed the tire since I was 18. And I would call up Progressive, and they do come and change a tire. But I have it on hand if need be. You know, I have rags in my trunk. I have extra windshield wiper fluid. That's another thing. A couple of weeks ago, I really spent time to clean my car, and I really couldn't believe how dirty it got, like within 12 days. That I made sure my windshield wiper fluid was full. I wiped off the blades really good to make them good again. Because, you know, I'm getting my money's worth out of this car. Yes, I do drive a 2007 Ford Focus, but it only has 110,000 miles on it, and it's in very good condition. So why not drive it for another year? It's comfortable, it looks nice, but it looks a lot better when it's clean, shiny, and bright. So I just thought this video would be interesting. It was something that's been on my mind since I've been doing it. I'm in the car thinking, you know, wow, that would be a very good video topic. Just a bunch of tips and pointers for people who are on the road all the time. It's just something that you should do. Okay? Wow, 8 minutes. See you next time, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.